Welcome, everybody. I am Cassie Killey and the host of Soul to Soul Marketing Interview Series. And today I have Becky Cobb, owner of Balance and Harmony, with me. Becky, will you please tell us a little bit about your reflexology practice?
Well, I've been doing reflexology full-time now for 8 years. I did it part-time for a couple of years before that. I do work out of my home because when I was part-time, I was working out of my home and it just seemed like, why would I go anywhere else? I have a beautiful setup in the way that it's kind of separate from the rest of my house to do it in my home. So I do it in my home and yeah, I've been doing it for 8 years full-time.
Great. And can you tell me a little bit about the clients that you serve? Like, how are you helping your reflexology? Do you attract a certain type of client or anything like that?
I would say the majority of my clients are somewhere between 30-ish, maybe 40-ish, on up to well into their 80s. And so, and I get them for a variety of reasons. It seems like more and more I'm getting people for like plantar fasciitis, other kinds of health issues with their feet and different things. Older people are coming because they are concerned about balance and they want to make sure that they can stay on their feet and stay in their homes and not have to go to nursing homes. So they're looking to do anything preventative to do that. So initially, some of them will come for a particular health reason or pain or something in their feet, and then they just kind of tend to stay because they start to understand the preventative aspect of reflexology.
That's wonderful. And how do you find that new clients find you? Do you know how they're finding you?
The majority of them right now are actually coming via my website. Before that, and I still do get some, referrals. I always have my clients saying, "Oh, I told so-and-so and I told so-and-so, to come see you." It's hard to get them in that way. People, if they don't understand reflexology, they hear these stories, it's kind of hard to do it. So my best people are the ones who are actually looking for reflexology or one of the other services that I provide, and then they're actually going through my website and finding me.
And how many new clients do you think that you get in a month?
That's interesting, because it feels like some weeks I get 2 or 3 calls in a week, and then there might be a week without. So I would say maybe at least 1 per week on the average. When I track the number, I see 135 different people pretty much every year for several years in a row. So that would be my regulars plus, and so I find it interesting that it stays kind of consistent, that I have a core group of people and then those other people sort of come in and out to do that. But I see about 135 different people a year.
And how is this different from when you first started?
Well, when I first started, I did a lot more of the events and going out and trying to, do the little tasters and those kinds of things for people. I didn't get that many phone calls in the beginning. When I really first started, there was a really nice newspaper article about me, and that helped me really get started with some new people. But yeah, the website's the thing I think has changed the most. I didn't get a lot of people from that in the beginning, and now it's more so through the website.
Probably in part, the longer you have a website up, you can get more longevity and better rankings and things like that. So that could also, your website can start working better for you over time.
Yeah, because I'm pretty much the first one up. There's a couple of paid spas that hit before me, but then pretty much everybody's like, yeah, you were like the first one that popped up. And then they go to my website. They might look at somebody else's too, and then they really like my website. So they feel like it speaks to them. They like the information that I have on it. They like the way that it's set up and that's easy to use. So
it's wonderful. And how would you say that your marketing has evolved over time in your business? Like what you used to do in the beginning versus what you do now?
One, it's a lot more professional. I mean, when I first started, I was probably trying to do the stuff myself, and I remember going to one particular event. It was for work and I had donated some stuff. And it was the first year where I had somebody professionally do all of my stuff for me. So my business cards, my brochures, everything all matched. And they're like, wow, this looks really nice. I'm like, oh, okay. So, but you start where you can. I didn't have the money initially to do that, but it has evolved in that I have a nice flow of all of my marketing materials. It's kind of branded. It stays the same. And that really looks nice. When I go places, people notice how it all kind of flows and looks good together. And I probably do less tasters. I feel like I've never gotten a really good response from people to do that. I will go if people say from a cancer society or something, want someone to just come work an event and do that. I do that without the intention of getting people, because it just doesn't seem like that's been my best way to get new people
in. And can you share a tip or two for the reflexologists looking to see more feet on their reflexology or chair?
You know, one of the things I think we don't think about, because I did network marketing and, you know, that's here or there. It's actually when you like volunteer and do some things, or when you're just talking about it to other people and they go, oh, really? So you could help my mom, or I know somebody who could use something like this. So I think it's just that casual, everyday conversation that you get out there to people. And then, like I said, maybe volunteering or working with a different group. Not that you're going there to sell your product, but those people are more open to hearing what you do. When you go to networking groups, everybody wants to just sell their product and they're not as excited about your product. So any ways that you can just kind of casually work it into the conversation, and help people to understand the benefits and educate them on them. I think that's a huge way to go.
Great advice. Well, thank you so much, Becky, for being here with us today and sharing some of the secrets behind your success.
Thanks, Cassie.